Welcome back to It Figures, and I got something here that just kind of blew my mind when I saw it. Alright, and my table's not even big enough for this entire thing, so I'm going to probably have to pull him back quite a lot just to get him in here. I mean, you can see, compared to my hand, how big this actually is. And if we have any young people out there who has never heard of this, which is probably half of you guys, this is Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet. This was an absolute incredible science fiction movie that came out way before Star Wars, came out way before Star Trek, and the effects in it were amazing, the story was amazing, and I still think Robbie is one of the best robots ever. So I'm going to try to get the whole entire box in here because this thing is just huge. If these things keep getting so huge here, I'm going to have to upgrade my table and make my table a little bit bigger. But this is, I believe, the poster for the film that's on the side of it with Robbie holding the woman that's in the movie. Now, what made me so excited about this is they don't make Robbie the Robot figures anymore. I mean, mostly for the fact that they don't ever show the movie unless it's like really late at night. So nobody, probably in their 20s or 30s, unless they follow science fiction, know what the movie even is. And even if they do follow science fiction, they may have not seen it because it's such an old film. And it's a classic. And like I said, he's one of my favorite robots of all time. So anytime that something like this comes up, I will instantly grab it and not even think about it. My wife actually found this at Walmart. It was just sitting on a shelf, and she walked by and she's like, Dave? And I looked over, I'm like, what? And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, that's how excited I was. I was like, what, how, when, who, you know, how did this come about? Who made this thing? If you search way back on my channel, I actually got this from Funko. And as soon as I saw it, I picked it up because, like I was just saying, they don't make robots like this anymore. They don't make classic movie robots anymore. And Robbie is one of the best classic robots you can possibly get. And I never expected him to make this huge Robbie the Robot. And the best thing about him is he actually moves, he talks, he lights up, he does all awesome stuff. And you get all of this gigantic figure. You get all of this for 20 bucks. It was only like $19.95 at Walmart. And as soon as I saw it, I was thinking, okay, that has to be at least 60 bucks or even $100 or, you know, something like that. And she's like, no, it's 19 bucks. I was like, what? How is this $19? So let's dig into the Robbie here and open him up and check out all the cool stuff he does and see if he's worth $19 or if he's worth $100. Alright, so we got Robbie out of the box. And out of the box, you know what? He's even cooler. One thing that I loved about Robbie, and I think pretty much everybody loves about Robbie, is all these gears and stuff up in his head. And when I was looking at it there at Walmart, I was like, man, it'd be really cool if some of that actually moves. And does it move? Absolutely. So I was like, wow. I mean, that's just, yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. But all right, let's take a look at the detail here. He has such a reflective head. All my lights are bouncing off of it, as you can see. So I'm going to try to get the best angle here that I can. So he has like some of these clear gears down here that you can see through, which is really cool. And then of course he has like the silver and all these little, you know, things on top of it. And then here on the top he has like this thing that spins around. And again, in the movie this thing spins around, and I was like, oh, well, that'd be really awesome if it did that. And like I said, it does do that, and I'll show you that in a minute. And these here also spin, but they do not here. They're just rubber, which is okay. And these here are also clear, and they're clear down here on the side. One really cool thing about Robbie has always been his mouth. It was like a blue neon mouth that he had that had like lines that lit up when he talks. And it was just a really, really inventive, cool look that they had in the movie. And they kind of tried to do it here a little bit, and they did. I mean, they did a pretty good job, but it wasn't exactly like the movie, but still, you know, it looks good. The other really cool thing about Robbie in the film was this, is his chest. And when he talks, these little things open and close, and it's still fascinating to me to watch that. You can hear it when he starts talking. He'll like, that's what these are. These things here will just like open and close, and he has a light here, and I believe it's like another light or something here. And he had a hatch that opened up right here, and he would like, you know, could like make things and would come out and things like that. So Robbie sort of has the arms of like a T-Rex, and I never really understood why they did that, but they do move, and that's really a great feature. His hands turn, the arms move up and down, and yeah, it's, I mean, they could have had all this just in place and just had, you know, but they didn't. It's literally a ball jointed arm and a hand that turns. The hand doesn't open and close or anything, but it does turn. Of course, that's on both sides. This also does the same thing. Full ball jointed arm with a turning hand. I've always loved his Michelin Man legs too. I think they look really cool. And he does have like the little like brace that comes down. I think in the movie a lot of this is more detailed. I believe it's probably silver. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I mean, this is just plain black here. Again, fine. I don't have any issues with that. And on the bottom here, you see his big old feet. He has some big old gigantic like Disney shoes that he's wearing. The top of his body always kind of reminded me of like a old-time wash machine or a tub or something. So I've always loved the rounded look to him like that. I think that was a really cool look. And the back of his head here I thought was really cool. And all the detail from the movie is right here. Okay, so let's get Robbie to talk here for a few minutes and see what he has to say. You hit the yellow button here to get him to talk. So let's hit it and see what he has to say.
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
So that flipping sound is the things on his chest that are flipping, is what you heard there. See if he says, let's see if he says anything else. Okay, he does have a second button on his chest, and let me see if that works. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Alright, so that's basically what it sounds like he says.
For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
Okay, well maybe that's not all he says. So let's see. Wow, okay. I'm going to back him up here a little bit and turn the lights off because he does have a lot of stuff going on here. His chest lights up and everything. So let me turn the lights off real quick. Okay, so let me get him to talk here. The lights here light up. He actually has lights in here that are lighting up as well. And his mouth, of course, lights up. So let's take a look.
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
Yeah, and this actually lights up on top up here. But that's not where this ends, people. They even have a walking mechanism on here. Yes, that's just, I mean, there's so much awesome to this thing. On his lower back here, you have like a circle, which is what makes him talk, if you can see that. And over here is a line. So if you switched over to the line, he will start walking. And I'm going to put him as far as back on the table as I can and have him walk towards us and hopefully catch him before he falls off. Okay, here we go. Let's see how well he walks. There he goes. Coming towards you.
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
Seriously, guys, I am having a blast doing this review. I just love playing with this. It's just so much fun. And seeing all the really cool stuff he's doing. And he walks really well. He really does. If you take a look on the bottom of his feet, he has some wheels. And it just kind of pulls him along. So I realized I didn't show his feet moving while he was walking. So I'm going to do a quick thing of that so you can see his feet moving. Let me turn his moving back on here so you can see him walk here. He kind of shuffles. Actually, when he's walking, he has another really awesome feature that I was telling you about. So I'll show it to you right now. Here he goes. You can see the top of his head is spinning actually up here when he's moving. Okay, so I'm actually going to look at the back of the box here for a minute because it shows a few things here that I'm kind of confused about. It says spinning motion. So does that mean he's supposed to be spinning around, or he just spins back and forth when he's walking? Because it says motorized walk, which he's walking, but he's also spinning. So I guess that's what it means, is he does walk and he spins at the same time. And one other thing that I seen here that I was a little bit confused by was it says disintegrator pistol. He doesn't have a pistol. He don't come with any weapons. And it doesn't even show him with any weapons on the back of the box either. So I'm thinking maybe that's something that they were going to add to it and didn't for whatever reason. I don't know why. Alright, so one of the newer things I've been thinking about doing here on It Figures is instead of giving it an approve or disapprove or whatever like I've been doing, I want to kind of point out the good things about the figure and the bad things about the figure and have you guys decide if you want to get it or not. I don't think it's up to me to tell you, yes, I approve this, go out and get it. So this is one of the things that, you know, I'm changing a little bit up here, besides the logo. You've seen the new logo over here on It Figures. Okay, so let's take a look at the good here on Robbie the Robot. The good is the entire figure. There's absolutely nothing not good about this figure. It is actually really well built. There's nothing like fragile that I think is, you know, I'm afraid I'm going to break it or whatever when I'm touching it. If you put this in the hands of a little kid, of course they will rip it off. They'll probably tear his hands off and pull his head off and rip out the electronics like little kids do. But if you're a collector and if you're watching this and you want this as your, you know, a display item on your shelf, 100% yes. Absolutely 100% yes to this. The detail here is awesome. It looks like Robbie the Robot. I love what they did with the mouth, the gears, the light up on the top. The fact that his chest lights up, the fact that he talks, the fact that he walks. The good in this is, I mean, it's off the chart. It really is. It's just off the chart. So where there's the good, there's always the bad. Okay, so the bad here on Robbie. I would have a real hard time finding anything bad about him, to be honest with you. It's just a great, fun figure. If I had to say anything, any minor stuff here on Robbie, is they could have, you know, painted a little bit more here, painted the chest a little bit more, gave him a little bit more paint detail, but does it need it? No, absolutely not. When my wife showed this to me at the store, I was like, I can't believe they did this. And now that I've been sitting here playing with this here for the review, I still can't believe they did this. They actually made it an incredible Robbie. Oh my God, it's just amazing. So this company is called Gold Lock. It looks like there's two elephants there. I've never heard of this company. However, if you look on the back of the box here, it says, now with the help of Trend Masters, which I have heard of. I guess this must be made by Trend Masters? Or Trend Masters had something to do with it? And the other big thing here is it's only at Walmart, which is kind of a shock to me, actually. Because the quality of this is so good that you would think, you know, everybody would want to have it, but somehow it's only at Walmart. So if you're going out and looking for this, that's where you gotta look. So this is something I have always wanted, was a light-up moving Robbie the Robot. Even if I never knew I wanted it, and this company, Trend Masters or Golden Lock or whoever made this, just, I mean, this is a fan's dream really come true. It really is. It's just that good of a figure. Just so much fun to play with, and displaying him is incredible too. He looks great. And not only has this company just made Robbie, it actually made another one as well, another classic robot that if it's anywhere around this kind of quality, I'm just going to go crazy on that one too. And that one will come up tomorrow here on It Figures. So if you want to check that out, make sure you hit that subscribe button, become one of the fans here of It Figures, and I'll see you tomorrow with yet another awesome robot.